Star Wars The Last Jedi Expanded Edition by Jason Fry is not a good book. I'm just going to state it right now. It's an okay read. It's basically The Last Jedi, Rian Johnson's director's cut. And that's not a good thing. So, I'm going to end up comparing this a lot to two other Star Wars novelizations, maybe three. I'm going to talk about The Phantom Menace, Revenge of the Sith, and Force Awakens in here because they're noteworthy and they have deleted scenes in them. And Revenge of the Sith in particular is fun to compare this one to. So the first 4 chapters of this book aren't even The Last Jedi movie. One's a dream sequence Luke has that's just really weird. We have Han's funeral along with all the Resistance pilots that died. Then we talk in great depth about how the fuel's running low. And then we get to the actual movie. There's several deleted scenes spread out through this book. And granted, unlike with The Phantom Menace, where I have yet to see some of those scenes actually be filmed, like the Tusken Raider scene with Anakin, all of these, with the exception of one, I've already seen leaked, deleted scene footage of. And we'll get into these deleted scenes. I'm not going to give you a synopsis of The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi, by the time this review comes out, will be out on Blu-ray, so anyone who didn't get to see it in theaters will have plenty of time to view it. So we got Luke's weird, his weird dream where he's married and he never left Tatooine, blah, blah, blah. That's weird. I don't think that was filmed. I haven't seen any deleted scene footage of it. I could be wrong, though. Also, another stupid one was Finn and Rose have a rock, paper, scissors thing in the sewers when they're trying to escape Canto Bight. That's stupid. That's really stupid and out of place. We have a scene that you've probably all seen. It's all over the Facebook groups, which is Finn, Rose, and DJ are in a elevator with a bunch of First Order troopers, and one of the First Order troopers recognizes Finn and is like, "That's so cool that you're a general or whatever. You're a ranking officer." Okay. Basically, all this stuff is just not necessary. So we get into, well, there really isn't anything spectacular about this book. It's spectacularly long, and it doesn't look that long, but it feels that long. There's, of course, the famous error right in the middle of the book where the same paragraph's put on the page twice. That's pretty strange. There's just a whole lot of BS in this book. And that was the theme with the Last Jedi movie. It's just not a good movie. And unlike with like Revenge of the Sith, where Revenge of the Sith, the novel has its problems. And when I review that, I will talk about those problems. A lot of people don't see them as problems, though. I think Revenge of the Sith is a very technical novel. There's a lot of talking about how things work. And that's the Matthew Stover way of writing things. I don't care for that, but a lot of people do. Whereas in this, it's equally as long, but you don't get that information. I mean, you get some people's thoughts and opinions on things, but that's with any novelization. Now, we got the same thing in the Force Awakens novel, and it was a significantly better written book than this. This just feels bad. It's just not a good book. It's not the worst new canon book I've read. We all know what that is. I don't have to explain it again. But this is not a win for the new canon. In fact, I would consider this a loss. This book gets a 2.8 out of 5. If you're very curious to see what Rian Johnson's director's cut of the movie is, then this is the book for you. But for anyone else that really wants to read about The Last Jedi, I guess, why don't you check out the young adult novel? That might be better for you. Or when the Marvel does their comic book adaptation, which is bound to happen soon, that one will be probably worth your time. But this, not so much. Anyway, have a nice day.